Hello, happy Thursday. Today I'm going to go ahead and go over your assignment. You do have 15 problems in Delta Math. You should see solving quadratics day 4, solving quadratics day 6. What happened to day 5? Well, most of you guys do know that yesterday's assignment was on Khan Academy, so you'll have to head on over there to get your day 5 fix. All right, so we have 3 different assignments here, and I'm going to go ahead and do a few examples from each of these. So first off, this is parabolas, intercept form coefficients, and this should look very familiar. All right, so here's what we have. It says, which equation best matches the graph shown below? All right, so we have several different equations here. We have a graph of a parabola, and it's up to us to determine which one of those accurately represents this graph. So looking at all of these are all in factored form, so I know that I need to look for the intercepts here. So my two x-intercepts, I have a -2 as an x-intercept and a -7 as an x-intercept. Now before you get tempted with those -2s and -7s, remember to the left is opposite. So we're looking for a +2 and a +7. Now we do have to determine which one of these it is. This one has a positive a value. This one has a negative a value. Well, looking at how this is concave up, this is smiling. We know that a value has to be positive. So our final answer is this one. We have a positive a value, x +2, x +7, and we are ready to go. All right, that should not be too difficult. You should be able to whip right through those. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, finding roots from a graph. All right, now this is no longer a parabola. This is the graph of a polynomial. This is what we're going to be learning about in Algebra 2, but we can still figure out these solutions. So this is the graph of f of x, and it asks what are all of the real solutions where f of x is equal to 0. Well, that just means, hey, where is this function equal to 0? Where are our x-intercepts? Where are these zeros? Now, looking at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 zeros in this, and it is up to us to determine what are these solutions. So my first solution, where is this graph? Where is this function equal to 0? Our first solution is -5. All right, but I have other solutions as well. I also have -3. So I'm going to go ahead and add. We also have a -3. I also have a +4. And then we also have a +8. So we actually have 4 solutions to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 values of which this is equal to 0. Submit answer. We should be all good. I'll do one more like these. All right. So looking at this, it looks like we come on up with this polynomial. We touch 0, and then we touch it again at 2. So what are the real solutions of f of x is equal to 0? Well, we have 2 real solutions. We have a solution at 0, and we have one at 2. So our 2 solutions are 0 and 2. And you should be ready to go. All right. Last one, we're going to kind of combine these two things. We want to select an equation from a graph. And these are not, oh, well, this one is a parabola. That's kind of cool. So here we go. Let's take a look. We have a parabola. All right, so we have a parabola, so I know that I'll have 2 x's. And I have 2 solutions. I have one solution at -7 and one at 0. So -7, I know I'm going to need an x +7. So the only ones that have x +7s are these. Now my other solution is at 0. My other solution is at 0. So I'm going to choose this one. If I have an x out in front, that's an understood x +1 or x -1. So that is my solution. It's a parabola. I have 2 x's. So I have an x +7. We should be all set. All right. I like this one. All right. Now this one has 3 solutions. We have one here, we have one here, and we have one here. We have 3 zeros to this polynomial. So I need to figure out which one of these equations has a 0 at 0, an answer, a solution at 6, and one at 8. All right, so 0, I know that I'm going to have just a plain old x out in front. Well, all of these have x's out in front. I also have a 6. So since that is to the right by 6, that'll be an x -6. And I'll also need an x -8. So the only one that has an x -6, and an x -8 is this one right here. Don't want to accidentally clicked the wrong one. All right, I'm going to do one more. All right, so looking at this one, we are going a function for this. We have a 0 at -2. We have a 0 at 1, but we can't just have a -2, like an x plus 2 and an x minus 1, because this actually bounces off of this and turns into a cubic. So here is how we are going to deal with that. I know that I need an x plus 2. All right, so I know I need an x plus 2, so it's got to be one of these. Now, I do not have a 0 at 0, so it can't be that one. It has to be this solution. I want to talk about why. I have x plus 2. That'll be right there for my 0 at -2. And then I have this twice, x minus 1, x minus 1. Well, if I didn't have this second one, if this were just x plus 2, x minus 1, well, that'd just be a parabola. It wouldn't bounce off of it. So this one, I'll have an x plus 2, an x minus 1, and an x minus 1. And that is my solution. All right, so that is your homework for tonight, are those 15 problems. You should be whizzed through that one. Finding roots from a graph should not be horrible. Just remember that plus sign. And then finally select the equation from the graph. All right, hope you have a wonderful day. Please email me if you have any questions. Have a great day. Bye.